Hello YouTube, this is Matthew Williams and I'm just bringing a little bit to you as a special edition with no upper clothing on and a very hairy chest. Just in jest because I met Linda Moulton Howe last night, and what an interesting experience that was. Just move the camera up. Just had a bath, by the way, that's why I'm like this. I have got a bathrobe on, so it's perfectly safe. Now, I met Linda Moulton Howe in the Crop Circle Connector little get-together that was on Tuesday night on the, that'll be the 4th of the 8th, 2009. And I saw Linda and I sort of sidled up and thought I'd try and have a chat. And, you know, I was sort of like a little bit sort of, Linda's not looking, she's talking to Janet Osbard, but she is looking at Janet Osbard and she is not taking any notice of this person who's standing here, and she's just talking and she's not taking any notice at all. So I said hello, I just put a little hand up and I went, hello Linda, okay, and then she turned at me and she goes, with her umbrella, and she goes, get away from me, get away, stop getting in my face, get away, like that. And so like punching me with her umbrella in the chest, and as you can see, it's caused all these hairs to grow. You know, I'm sort of now deformed because all these have grown since last night. So anyway, what a complete freak out. I mean, talk about researchers who just haven't got a fucking clue. I'm just amazed by these people sometimes. I mean, I took Linda Moulton Howe out to see a crop circle being made in a field, and there were myself, Paul Damon, Andy Fox, and Grant Wakefield, and Shelley Fife. Now, whilst we were making this crop circle, there were some other researchers there as well, and they had some electronic gear with them, and they made the sort of determination that the field was completely blank, no strange energies from their equipment. And then I made the circle with my friends, and when we finished, they went out with their electronic meters and tested the circle, and they said that it had the most energy that they had ever recorded in any crop circle they'd been in ever. So it had the most energy. Now, Linda Moulton Howe was there for this little experiment, and she was watching. And she was standing there with a little pink coat on, you know, and watching everything, and that was fine, you know. And we thought, well, this will probably impress her now because she's a researcher, and she'll take this information away, and she will be very pleased to know that people are making circles and these energies are present. Oh, no. What Linda Moulton Howe goes away and does is she goes on American radio in front of maybe 1 million listeners, and she starts saying, I don't like those guys. I think they work for the CIA. Huh? The CIA? I work for the CIA? I'm British. British, Linda. Fucking British. Do you understand what that means? You know, like Americans have American passports. Britons and British people have a United Kingdom passport, you see. And I can't work for the Central Intelligence Agency because I am a British citizen. Or maybe under some very special circumstances, but, you know. Anyhow, Linda, who obviously doesn't have much of a frigging clue, starts telling people that, you know, she doesn't believe us, doesn't believe anything we say, even though she's seen us just make quite a complex crop circle, you know, in a couple of hours. And it's registered all these energies on the readings, you know. No. She's just going to take this story and fucking jam a fucking big wedge in it, and then twist that fucking story right the fucking way round and make it into something that it is not. Which is that I saw these guys making a crop circle, it was crap, and they work for the CIA. Fuck you. Yeah? So, this is what Linda Moulton Howe is like. And since then, I had contact with her, and I actually, you know, tried to reason with her and say, what the hell is going on, Linda? Why are you coming out with this story? And I rang her up because I was getting no reply. So I rang her up and I said, Linda, you know, why are you saying on American radio? And she stopped me dead. Why are you ringing me? Why are you ringing me? I don't want you ringing me. Stop ringing me. And I'm like, okay, but it was in a, I don't want to speak to you. I got nothing to say to you. And it's like, okay, fair enough, Linda. You know, okay, well, we'll just call it that then, you know, goodbye. And it's like, fucking hell. You know, fucking kooky motherfucker. Yeah, off the fucking wall. And I thought, you know, I thought, is this really where she's coming from? Is she absolutely that mad, you know, or you know, angry or mad or insane that she just can't take it? You know, she just cannot take the fact that we're making circles. We've actually shown her us making crop circles, and she's not having it. No, absolutely no. No. I don't care. I've seen it with my own eyes, and no. This is, I think the term is cognitive dissonance. It's like if I show you a glass and you're a psychopath or an idiot or a bloody schizophrenic, I will show you the glass, yeah, and you're seeing a bloody fish, yeah, and it's like I show you a crop circle being made and you just see CIA agents. You know, what the fuck? Anyway, I'm just breaking this video to tell you that after last night I was just absolutely amazed. This is just researchers to the typical max, yeah? A lot of people witnessed it. A lot of people saw Linda Moulton Howe freaking out, yeah? And that's all I said to her was, hello, Linda, yeah? And that, and boom, the bomb went off, you know? Boom! Fucking hell. So I just written her a stinking fucking email just saying, look, I thought you were a real researcher. What the fuck? You know, it's like your behaviour just puts into question everything that I think you've ever done in research. You know, it's like all your bloody cow mutilations you did years ago. I mean, it's just like, if this is the way you behave when you get information which actually goes against what you like and what you think, yeah, and you just bury that information and then you just start making up stories, yeah, what the fuck does this say about your crop circle research and your old bloody cattle mutilation research? What the fuck does it say about who you are as a researcher? God alive, people, wake up. Wake up. This woman is nuts. Yeah? This woman is nuts. And I just want you to know that. And, you know, there were plenty of witnesses last night to her freaking out. And she was freaking out over absolutely nothing. I mean, Christ. Years ago, I met Colin Andrews and I met Busty Taylor and, you know, all these people. And they didn't like the fact that we were making circles, you know, or claiming to, you know, they didn't believe it at the time, they weren't sure about it. But, you know, they didn't freak out. They didn't go, I'm going to punch you, or I'm going to, like, argy-bargy, you know, and they didn't go like that. They were like, you know, they would talk to you, you know, and then you'd finish talking and that would be it. I mean, there wouldn't be any of this, you know, stupidity and like, get out of my face, get out of my face, you know, and it's like, fucking hell. So it just goes to show there are some serious people out there that can behave like adults, and there are some fucking children out there in the research world that want it all their fucking way, right? Otherwise, it's like it's like a baby that's thrown its bloody rattle out of its cot, you know, and it's like screaming because it's not having its own way. And, you know, this is what some of these bloody researchers are like, and I'm starting to think Linda Moulton Howe is in that camp. She can't talk to people she doesn't get on with. You know, she can't be civil, yeah. And I mean, we're not get on with, just people that she's got a difference of opinion over. You know, she just thinks you're not making crop circles, so she can't speak to you. She can't look at you. She's pretending that you aren't there. She's going, I'm not looking at him. I'm not looking at him. He's not there. He's not there. Oh no, now he's actually making me acknowledge he's there. So I'm just going to freak out. I'm going to, oh, get away from me! You know, it's like, oh my God. I think these people need psychiatric help. I think they need to be evaluated because, I mean, you know, and people are listening to their research and going, yeah, she seems like a really nice person, doesn't she? You know, she does her reports and she says that she was in wonderful England and it's all marvellous and yeah, she seems such a nice lady. And unless you're a crop circle maker or perhaps somebody that she doesn't get on with, and in which case then it's like, you. Oh well, I've said enough now. Okay, Linda's a nut. Goodbye.